Yo, my people, Swahili Nation family, One Africa. What's up, guys? It's good to see everybody. Hi, Abebe Dinka. It's good to see you here. Mr. Ezra, it's good to see you again here. It's amazing to have you here. Guys, if you're joining right now, please let me know where you're watching from. I had to change the time for today because yesterday I got a little bit of complaints about the time. Nati Nasil, African Unite, amazing. Caleb, I believe you got your wish today, right? Yesterday you were a little bit sensitive because of time. Come on, guys, if you're joining right now, let me know where you are joining from, where you're watching from. It's another beautiful day to just, hang out right here together and share our ideas and be educated and sharing our passion. Yeah, and just have a good time. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's 8 p.m. I'm not gonna be here for a long time today. As you guys know that I've been doing the live reaction of soccer match in the past. So today my team is actually playing around 10 p.m. So it will be a beautiful time for me to come here to do this One Africa podcast and later on to go back and to watch my game. Let's move from heterical to action on One Africa. It's amazing. What's up? Yes. Hi, everybody. If you're joining me right now, let me know where you're watching from. Let me get my tea. Please let me know in the comment section. This will be amazing. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day. Let me know where you guys are joining from. We're going to have an amazing conversation today. Oh, Kuru, what's up? What's up, Kuru? It's good to see you, my brother. Nati, man, so much love from Ethiopia, man, is priceless. The love from you guys is priceless. It's amazing. Yeah, so if you're joining right now, let other people know that, you know what, we're about to start the One Africa Forum today. Yesterday we had such an amazing we had such an amazing discussion, and I'm just gonna put the question here while we were discussing yesterday. It was amazing question, guys. I gotta say, man, this question right here, it was amazing. I had so much fun to talk about this. I realized if you have good questions, then you actually get to hear a lot of good ideas from people. We spoke about what we envision about Africa, and you guys, man, this was amazing. Idris Haji from Johannesburg. Shout out to South Africa, yo. Johannesburg, Joburg. What's up, South Africa? We have Ethiopia, man. A lot of Ethiopia. Where are the countries at? Huh? Where is Tanzania? Where is Somalia? Where is Kenya? Where you guys at? Well, it's so good to come here. And I gotta tell you guys the truth that this is not a work for me. It's not a work. I don't feel like I'm working, right? It's not a work. Because, sometimes you can hate your work, but this is not a work. Something that I love to do. I love to do. And it's good that we come here and to share our opinions, sharing our ways, how we can save our continent. So you guys, if you're joining right now, please let me know where you're joining from before we begin. We're going to begin very soon our discussions, and Yes, that's what's up, Ezra. You know, I gotta say this. When you're going through something, most of the time, like, I see the desire that you guys want to have one Africa because of how much division is costing us. If you're living in a perfect place, it's very easy to, to be lazy and not to see the importance of unity. But that's the thing, because when you have a neighbor and then your neighbor is going through some difficulties, you are not going to go through good times all the time. So the spirit that we are trying to share, the software that we are trying to put in our mind is that if your neighbor, like if there's someone stealing things from your neighbor, you have to stand with your neighbor to protect that community, because you never know. Next time, maybe it's going to be you. So what we are trying to create here is that spirit of oneness, spirit of empathy and compassion towards one another. You know, that whatever that is going on in Nigeria right now, it has to impact me. It has to impact me deep inside within. And I have to feel it, because those people, they didn't ask for what is going on in Nigeria. Ethiopia didn't ask for what is going on in Ethiopia. Same thing to other areas of Africa, Congo, Tunisia. They didn't ask for that. So whatever that is going on, nobody wants to live in chaos. No one. Like, honestly, I gotta be honest with you guys. No one wants to live in chaos. Everybody wants to live in peace. We don't ask for things that are coming to us, but we find ourselves in those bad situations, regardless of who is responsible. But we don't wish for those things to happen, but it happens to us. And when it happens, sometimes we're not prepared. We don't know what to do. And the eagerness and the cry of you guys that I see, it shows me how much unity is important to your society, how much unity is important to Africa, how much unity is important to us. And we have to make it personal. Africa, we have to make it personal. This fight, we have to make it personal. Whether you're from that country or not, you have to make it personal. Because we're talking about one Africa. If you don't make it personal, then it's not really a definition of oneness. It's like, okay, you can go wherever that you want to go and it's fine. So we have to make it personal while we are going through. Yesterday we spoke about the visions of Africa, what we envision, what is our thoughts. And man, I had such an amazing ideas. Let me just share with you guys a little quick before we move on, and I allow you guys to come and to just share some thoughts. I'll read a couple visions that people they say. I envision a world or Africa where everyone gets quality education and accessible health services. You can imagine like how many people are dying because of not having accessible health services, right? You can imagine that. So that was the vision of, I believe it was Kuru. He said, I envision a world where everyone can go everywhere freely without being scared of their safety. I envision a world or Africa where everybody is being respected for just being human, where love and peace are our reason for being, and God giving is cherished, sacrifice and service for the benefit of others is honored. Another person said, I envision a world, Africa, where integrity, honesty, and hardworking are the core motivation for all people, especially those who lead us. I had to add that. We're going to say that I envision a world where integrity, honest, hardworking are the core motivation for all people, especially for those who lead us. Because when you have this kind of leadership, this kind of leader, then your people will actually be like that because we are following that, right? It's like it's a chain. It's a chain cause. And I remember I said, I envision Africa or the world where peace, love, and unity dwell. That's Africa I want to live in. That's Africa I wish my kids, my relatives, my friends, and you guys live in. That's the Africa. Go Bears, I say Africa must wake up, must wake up, must wake up from deep sleep. Exactly. You know, I'm so glad that we are talking about what we are talking because, you know, it's not wasted of time. You have no idea how many people are awakening right now because of what we are doing. And I see hope, guys. I'll give you my personal opinion. I see hope for Africa. I see hope for change. I see a bright future for Africa, man. That's what I see. I see a bright future for your country. I see a bright future for your families. I see that, man. Because you know what? That's what God wants for us, to live in that kind of life. And not to live like the way that we're living right now. Challenges are part of life, but we can say no to them by coming together, by joining our hands together. Because I say the other day that you cannot expect the blessings from God if you're not really doing what He's asking you to do. You cannot really see that. You cannot see that. That's amazing. That's an amazing idea. Kuruiti. You know, I hope soon I'll be getting some people. It's something that I always wish to. Natin Azil, they say, yeah, let's make Africa be better place. We can spread the word and the concept of unity rather than diverse. That's amazing. There's one comment today I received, guys. I want to share with you guys a little bit, and then I'll invite you guys. On the video I released today, 1 hour ago, this person is saying this: we need healing. It's Bekara Magtitao. He said, we need healing and organizing on many levels. Information is the first line of defense. Let's re-educate, learn, and heal. Support Pan-Africanism. Three things that stood out to me is let's re-educate, learn, and heal. If the moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And what we are doing right now, we are trying to create a different software in our minds so that we may start thinking differently. We may start applying things differently, because it's very easy for us. I always say this, it's very easy for us to lose whatever battle that we are facing when we are divided, because when you're like, your house cannot stand if it's divided. Let's say if mom and dad, both of them, they're going on the separate direction. Mom has their favorite keys, dad has their favorite keys, and then mom says don't do this, dad say do this. You know, at the end of the day, you have a house of two different groups, and that's when you end up in divorce and things like that. So the house cannot really stand when it's divided. It cannot really stand, and that's why we are struggling in our countries and in our nations, because you have a pretty like big divisions all the time, and that it caused the house, not really to stand. And at the same time, losing of lives and all those kind of stuff. And that's why it's important, the conversation that we're having, because one Africa is necessary to have it. I actually find about Sankara just recently when I read one of his line when he said, "Whoever feeds you controls you." That's what Sankara said. Whoever feeds you controls you. And if you think about that, you realize that that's true. Guys, I'm gonna share with you in the comment section. I don't wanna, keep it here long. And this is the free nation. It's the free world for people to, to come and to share their thoughts and their passion about Africa. Yeah. So I think I'll try to do that, Kuru. Definitely I'll try to do that. Even when I was in Korea, I actually tried to speak to some people that, hey man, do you mind to come along and to talk about this? People that I know they have Pan-Africanism spirit, but it wasn't easy to catch up with them. So I'll definitely work on that and try to bring, some people here. It will be amazing. Caleb, welcome back.
Hi Mika, how are you?
Hello, Caleb.
Hi Mika, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I can hear very. I mean, your voice is very little. How are you today?
Uh, is it audible now?
Oh yeah, yeah. Now it's good. Now it's good, brother.
Okay. Ha- So, what should I tell you? Like, I share lots of my opinions. So, can we make it question in the answer, if you want, if you don't mind?
Me.
Mm,
Whatever that you have in your mind, you want to share, you can share. I don't have really specific something that I put it here, but it's a time that we can come and share. It's fine.
okay. I think in the future, I think Africa is gonna be a very the very strong superpower of the world because we have a lots
Mm,
of things that shows the bright future of us.
mm,
And I first of all like to make the Africa in our mind, we should
mm,
start from ourselves. Like
mm,
are we our thinking ways, what we
mm,
think about other Africans, what we think about peoples out of our continent, in our continent,
mm,
I mean, out of our country, what we think about them, how much we know about them, their history, their other things. So
mm,
we should learn everything from them, and like sharing culture together to make a unique African culture. So it
mm,
starts from ourselves, I think. It's
mm,
my opinion. In my opinion, we should start first of all from ourselves. And the second thing, when we move out to the community, education is going to be the key point.
mm,
Our education system should include histories of African countries. In my country, Ethiopia, we learn a very little history. Basically, we learn about the Zimbabwe, the Carthage, and maybe the Mali. It's not that
mm.
much broad. We don't even know about the Swahili people. Even I have a Kenyan friend. He more knows about the Swahili people.
Yeah. Hello, Caleb. Hello, Caleb. Caleb. Ezra, welcome. It's good to have you. It's a right timing because Caleb. I just lost Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb is talking very interesting. He's raising very interesting issues here, and I think one is
Yeah.
education. And as you can see, in my email address,
Yeah.
education forward. I really support that. Uh,
Uh.
I take it from a different angle from
Mm-hmm.
what most people do because I've done a lot of education work in Africa,
Yeah.
particularly in Ethiopia. And
Mm,
one thing I can say to you is like if we were to follow the educational map that
mm,
or the educational roadmap that we have set for ourselves, if we were to
yeah.
follow that, I guarantee you we'll wait another 100 years to figure out it won't
Mm,
work.
Mm.
We will be spending another 100 years,
Yeah.
probably. And that's my best estimate, where
Mm.
we would like we will struggle to 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 really articulate what's wrong with the education.
Mm.
And what's wrong with education is the fact that it's the model, it's a Western
Yeah.
model, and the West
Mm.
heavy on money, heavy on resources. I mean, I can give you an
Mm.
example here. If you come to the
Yeah.
US and then you go to
Mm.
places where in a neighborhood mostly black and brown people are, because of
Yeah.
uh, because the education system here is closely linked to resources of the community,
Yeah.
and when the
Mm.
communities are poor, then the quality of
Mm.
education is that much poorer. So
Yeah.
the Western education model is dependent on heavy investment. I
Mm.
took
Mm.
when I was in Ethiopia working on education. I spent time trying to understand how much it would cost Ethiopia
Mm.
it, for it to really fully utilize its education system that is adopted from the West.
Yeah.
And my calculations came to I mean, the conservative estimate is about
Mm.
somewhere around $5 billion a year must be
Wow.
spent on education alone in
Mm.
order to for it to fulfill the promise that
Mm.
it holds. So the
Mm.
promise of Western education is dependent on resources and money.
Yeah.
So the breakthrough that Africa needs is, how do we extricate ourselves from that?
Mm.
How do we extricate ourselves from that? Is by innovating education, by making education about our community, our need,
Mm.
and
Mm.
our value, by making
Mm.
education about helping people bring their quality, their leadership,
Mm.
inherent quality. What is inherent?
Mm.
Meaning that, like, what we are born with. How do we arm, strengthen,
Mm.
place
Yeah.
the, the strength that we are born with?
Mm.
So everybody has inherent qualities.
Mm.
Uh, just being human. So basically, what I call education that humanizes. We move
Yeah.
away from education that dehumanizes to education that humanizes. So we move
Mm.
away from training people to empowering people. So
Wow.
so
That's so
an
good.
empowering education is much more. So you can still use the Western education model, but you flip the script a little bit. And then I practice this, and for more or less work. Most of the students I taught
Mm.
have found some degree of benefits and there's a
Yeah.
degree of liberation that
Yeah.
I thought was not possible. And my experience tells me that. So how do you flip that? Like, instead of just teaching math, I'll use the rigor of the teaching of math to
Mm.
help you discover your inner strength, your inner sense of self.
Mm.
So a humanizing education is what I call is the way to do it. I don't know. I just wanted to extend on Caleb's thoughts here a little
Yeah.
bit by giving you a little bit of my experience as well working in education.
Exactly. That was actually my next question. That how do we empower people how do we change that? Like, how do we do it?
So the schools I built,
Yes.
we spent a lot of time. So because we had to follow the regulations and laws of the land in Ethiopia, and those
Yeah.
laws of the land are like says we have to teach education the way we have adopted it from the West. But what I
Yeah.
did was that what we did in our school was that
Mm.
we added rigor to it.
Yeah.
So if you are studying math, I want you to struggle with it a little bit, and through it
Mm.
discover yourself, a sense of
Mm-hmm.
self. If I'm
Mm.
teaching you civics, I add rigor to it.
Yeah.
Even if I don't agree with the content of the civic education in Ethiopia,
Mm.
I want whoever is sitting in that classroom, whoever is in that classroom, whoever is in that
Yeah.
school, whoever is in that community,
Mm.
taking that education seriously enough
Mm.
to be challenged,
Oh.
to it's what I call exercise and
Yeah.
exercise.
Mm.
Exercise your leadership and exercise your demons,
Wow.
the demons of laziness, the
Mm,
demons
mm.
of
Exactly.
incompetence, the
Yeah.
demons of uh, lack of sympathy or empathy.
Mm,
Those
mm.
demons can be exorcised out, and
Yeah.
the warrior quality of compassion, love, care, sense of
Mm,
responsibility, accountability.
yeah.
So I could use the very same tool that is
Mm,
designed to deafen and make me quiet and silent. I can
mm,
use the very same tool that was supposed to keep me distracted from thinking about myself. Okay,
mm, mm.
by flipping it a little bit, by adding a rigor to it, by making
Yeah.
it about experience as opposed to
Yeah.
content,
Mm,
I'm allowing my students to discover a sense of self, a sense of
mm,
humanity. And
mm.
so, and I don't care if my students were incredible computer coding scientists. I
Yeah.
care as a school that they understand what that means.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm an
Mm,
incredible coder, but
mm,
what does it mean? Why should I
mm,
learn how to code? And why is it important? Is it for me to get a well-paying job somewhere in the West?
mm.
Or is it for me to use the tools of coding to figure out what are the essential solutions I can bring to the table in my community?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like so so, so by doing that, what we
Mm,
found is that we still manage to get our students to
mm,
do so well. It's like some of my students actually are in Korea actually right now.
mm,
So like attending schools in Korea. Some of them are in Europe. Some of them are in some African universities. And
mm,
the result of that is that these are students that are
mm.
really capable and competent enough to compete on a global stage, but they are
Yeah.
also Africans and Ethiopians that recognize the challenge and the difficulties of their communities, their family,
Yeah.
themselves, their family, and their communities. So
Mm,
that dichotomy can be addressed through until we get to a stage where we find a model where
mm,
an education that is designed by
mm,
and for the context and the conditions of Africa.
mm.
So until we find a model, then use that model to deliver. So that's how I think. I don't know if I'm answering the question for you for how. So, but I think
Yeah.
I said a lot already. But
Yeah.
I don't want to hog the platform. I just
Yeah.
wanted to catalyze the conversation a little bit by
All
injecting a
right.
little bit of experience.
Yeah.
But I think there are a lot of ideas out there
Yeah.
that people can actually share here. So I'll
Okay.
keep myself. Keep quiet and listen now.
I really appreciate Ezra for your insights. Girma, Samson, welcome. It's good to have you.
One nigga, welcome, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Hello,
Hear
man.
me?
What do you have to say today? What do you have to share? It's good to have you here for the first time.
Yeah, bro, welcome. I just saw you yesterday,
Okay.
and I feel bad, when I see you
Mm-hmm.
and Asali, right? Yeah, and
Eh?
I just wanna say welcome. I just wanna say welcome home, bro.
Ah, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. It's good to be back home.
Yeah,
So much love from Africa.
yeah, so much love. And just remember, when you say about Dr. Abiy, you know what he said?
Mm-hmm.
We need
Uh-huh.
peace, love, and unity, right?
Hello.
No, we didn't hear that a little bit.
You heard
Can you
me?
say
Yeah,
that
yeah.
again?
Peace,
We
love,
cannot hear you.
and unity. Alright,
Hello.
alright,
Can you say
alright.
it again,
I,
Girma?
I, I don't want to
I
take
think
you
he
from
said
you.
we need peace, love, and unity,
Yeah,
right?
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
that's amazing,
Love
Girma. I
you guys.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you, bro.
That's good. That's good. Well, we have our brother Kuru T too. Kuru.
Ashan.
What's up? What's up, Mika?
Yeah, what's up, man? It's good to have
Yeah,
all
bro.
of you guys here, man.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you
How are you
today?
guys? How's Tanzania? How's the weather, man? Are you coping up?
Man, I'm coping up. It's kind of hot here, moving outside. Uh, But yeah, it's good. Never better. Never been better. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Mm. How is
So
Ethiopia today?
yeah, so we had a beautiful day today.
Yeah.
Um, Almost all sunny day, a bright
Mm-hmm.
day. Busy, busy, but it's all good, huh?
It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So the discussion was about Israel was saying about the education, right? Keep,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's a good insight that what he suggested.
Mm.
What I was gonna say was, last time I was watching this TED talk. There is on EBS. You can find it. There is a TED talk.
Okay.
That is the EBS TV. That is the mainstream channel in Ethiopia. This on
Yeah.
there. There's a TikTok, and then he invited Dr. Abiy Ahmed, and they were talking about the education system and the technology stuff like that, right? And then what
Yeah.
they said, and then he said like he asked the same question that I asked last time, right? What happened to
Mhm.
our engineers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Technologies, like why are we not inventing stuff like it? And the response that Dr. Abi's
yeah.
response was really something to think about, because what he said was,
Mm.
uh, this is just the base.
Mm.
The traditional, the formal education is just a base for
Mm.
everybody. Yes, for everybody,
Mm.
it's just a
Mm.
base. That's
Mm.
something that you need to write, read, right, do
Mm.
mathematics and stuff like that. And then he said like, but the real thing is, it's the gift that every person has. He was talking
Mm.
about that. He was saying exactly like potential, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
wow, good,
Mm.
Dr. Robbie. That's good, man.
Mm.
Because that's the same. That's I think that's the key, right?
Mm.
How are you going to cultivate the potential of each individual?
Mm. Mm.
That's how are you cultivate the gift that was given by God for
Mm.
each individual. I mean, I think that's the key, because that you can provide education, like you can make it available, in terms of access to different parts of the country, or in Africa,
Mm.
right? Like you can do it
Mm.
worldwide. but
Yeah.
but who are the inventors? Very few
Mm.
people, right?
Mm. Mm.
In their own areas and stuff like that. So I think
Mm.
that's the most important thing. I think that's you know what? When I was in college,
Yeah.
uh, what I did was I was given this assignment, and
Mm.
this assignment I was doing this discovery framework. I
Mm.
did a discovery framework. It's a PowerPoint presentation. Maybe I'll share
Mm.
with you. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
And
Yeah. Can't wait.
uh, what happened is, then what I put it in three stages. The first one is like you have to discover like what you are really passionate about, right? So there are
Yeah.
like some form of exercises. There are different exercises, and the first
Yeah.
one is clarity. So you need to be clear,
Mm.
right? And then after
Yeah.
clarity, you go to like doing a research.
Mm.
So that's the second stage, discovery.
Yeah.
And after that,
Mm.
you clarity, exploration, and the last one is strategy,
Mm.
right? So
Mm.
first, you need to be clear. There are some exercises that you're gonna do. Once you're
Mm.
clear with that, and then you're gonna uh, like do some kind of experimentation. Like, okay, is it the right one? Is it the right one? Okay, so
Mm.
with a very limited iteration.
Mm.
And the last one is after you are honing on the kind of gift that you think you discovered, right?
Mm.
The last stage is strategy. It's like how am I going to pursue this?
Mm.
So I will share the PowerPoint presentation that I made.
Mm.
It's a very interesting one. You will see it.
Man, do
Uh,
you have
yeah,
right now?
okay. Let me check. Let me check. Okay.
Yeah, if you have right now, you can send me actually to the mail, and then we can share right here
Where?
right away.
How? Which one? The
Your
TikTok?
file, your
No, no,
PowerPoint.
no. In how you through what? Like
If you
Indian?
send to me in the email, I can actually share here on the
Yeah, just send me your email address now. I think I'll send to you today.
All right. Oh, let me send to you. It will be amazing to see it here.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Where is Kuru? Let me send to you. Kuru, send to me a private message, and then I will share with you.
okay. So okay,
Mhm.
let me.
Wow, that's amazing.
Private chat in the private chat or the comment area.
You can send to me in a private chat.
Private chat.
Unless
Okay.
you want your email, everybody to see your email.
Private chat.
Yeah.
Everybody will see my email on the private chat.
No. In the private chat, you'll be sending to me.
Oh, cool. There.
Yeah.
This is my email address, by the way.
Okay. Then I will be able to. We'll be able to show the file here.
Okay.
Okay. Then let me send to you mine. Be amazing to have that file. Yeah, that's me. So you can share the file, the PowerPoint there, and then I can show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is, the title is Career Discovery Framework. Okay.
Okay. Yes, forward on my email. Yeah, we have Rwanda in the house. Come on. I'm Marembo TV. Hello, friends. Shout out to Rwanda as well. Giruba, do you have anything to jump on what we are talking about as we're waiting for the PowerPoint from Kuru, Mr. Kuru?
Yep.
Thank you, Rita. Yes, Rita, I'm back safe. God is good.
So what else are you to be doing?
Hmm?
I mean, what else are you been doing now since you arrived in Tanzania?
I've been working on something,
Mm-hmm.
something that uh, I don't want to expose yet. I've been working on something, so
So it will be
I
a
have a
surprise.
deadline. Yeah, it might be a surprise, but I have a deadline until October 4th. So I've been, barely sleeping because I need to write a lot of, stuff about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Also, we have Ezra back. Ezra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, I'm in my workout phase right now, so I might be a
Oh
little
no.
bit out of breath sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for for you to show Kuru's
For the PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Mr.
that too.
Ezra,
Yeah.
what time is it now?
Right now it's 10:39 a.m. here,
Uh-huh.
or 4:39 Ethiopian time in the morning.
Do you usually like jog? You go for a jog at this time?
Yeah, it's about my time. Yeah, usually that's what I do.
It's good. Staying healthy.
I don't know if
And
you
you
can see.
never.
Can you
You,
see?
you never
Can you see?
wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's good to see your
I'm,
face.
I'm too lazy to pay for it, so.
I've never seen your face before. Man, you're handsome. I mean, why do you hide your face? You're a handsome
We have
man.
the same hair.
That's beautiful, man. It's
I
it's an
got
honor to
inspired by
have a
you.
hair like you.
I'll say I got inspired by you.
Man, you're very
I don't know,
humble, man.
for some reason, like the
Yeah.
volume is so low. That's why I turned the camera off. So like I
Ah,
have to bring in my ears so I can hear you well. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sporting
Well,
my African hair like the way you do. So
yeah. Wow. We have somebody here from watching from Kenya, Maseno University, well represented, bro. I love my country and Africa as well. Shout out to you, Emmanuel Mamuye. That's amazing.
yeah.
Kuru,
Mika,
let me.
Mika, I want to say a little bit more on a serious note, a little bit
Okay.
more.
Okay.
on, like this is the message I wanted to share with you when I came in today, which
Okay.
is uh I've seen this conversation go on. I've been a
Mm.
Pan-Africanist since I was 16-year-old, so I've been hearing this struggle for African unity, and then sometimes it goes back to the basics, like restarting over and over again.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
it's as
Mm.
if the conversation of unity just
Yeah.
began today. But
Yeah.
but I think of unity on a continuum, which
Yeah.
is we've had many phases of this unity take place over
Mm.
many centuries,
Mm.
and we are at that stage. So recognizing at what stage of our unity we are, and
Yeah.
what can we do to take advantage
Mm.
of the opportunities and and overcome the challenges of now
Mm.
to advance the cause of unity. What are the things?
Mm.
So, what are the practical things that we could do? One of the things is knowledge. We don't
Yeah.
know a lot about. I mean, I can. I'm talking about not just the thing I can Google,
Yeah.
read on Wikipedia about
That's right.
Tanzania. I
Mm.
want to know
Uh, Mr.
the
Ezra.
the dramas and the
Mm.
politics
Yeah.
and the tensions of being a Tanzanian
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
daily basis, on a regular basis. I want
Uh,
that to be part of my conversation in my daily life
it's amazing. Yeah.
somewhere else. I
Mm.
want
Mm.
the issues and challenges of living in Goma,
Yeah.
DR Congo.
Uh.
How do people like see and perceive what they
Uh.
experience on
Uh.
their regular African life? So I think
Mm.
that knowledge of our our
Yeah.
our
Nice.
struggle will bring us to the sense of okay, we share this thing. I mean,
Yeah.
the same experience that people are going through in Western
Mm.
Ethiopia is similar to the ones that people in Nigeria are going through. And
Yeah.
so, how do we come together and figuring this out? So, I'm sure
Uh.
if we talk about education, if we talk about politics, if we talk about economy,
Uh.
technology, I think there's
Uh.
a common thread that goes across Africa, but we don't know about it. What is that
Uh.
common thread? And then
Yeah.
and how do we kind of uh,
Mm.
bring that to the surface,
Mm. Mm.
and then make it part of our thinking, make
Yeah.
it part of our practice
Mm.
of building that unity. So how do we
Mm.
do that?
Mm.
So like, how do we operationalize vision?
Yeah.
The vision that you talked about yesterday, and the vision many people have shared with us here.
Yes.
How do you
Yes.
operationalize this? What are the things? What are the steps that are like in our immediate step? And some of
Mm.
the
Mm.
steps I see
Mm.
that are immediate is knowledge.
Mm.
And I think platforms like this have to be
Mm.
used to deepen our knowledge, not just give us a sense, oh, okay,
Yeah.
Tanzania is a very great country
Yeah.
that supported
Mm.
unity
Yeah.
at different
Mm.
time of its history.
Yeah.
But there are also interesting components in Tanzanian struggle for African unity. Like,
Yeah.
one
Yes.
of my, I forgot his name, such a
Mm.
famous person.
Mm.
He's a
Mm.
Tanzanian poet.
Yeah.
I think he's passed away
Yeah.
since then. But I remember meeting him
Uh.
in Ghana when he came to visit our school, and I
Yeah.
remember, like feeling the sense, oh my God,
Mm.
there's this thing about Africa that I didn't
Mm.
I don't understand. But he was
Yeah.
a poet who spoke the story of Africa through his poetry.
Yeah.
And a famous poet, an African
Mm.
famous, not just on Tanzania level, but an African
Yeah. Yeah.
famous poet. I forgot his name, and
Uh.
it's been so long ago. But I
Yeah.
remember that would be the genesis of my start in this
Mm.
Pan African sense that I never used to have before. But having met him, I was transformed. So
Yeah.
what I mean is that sometimes what transforms somebody into understanding, oh, this is our African unity is important, is
Yeah.
knowing that there's a lot of people out there that
Mm.
think and act and understand and appreciate what we're trying to do here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Anyways,
Yes.
I think you want to show discovering your work. I like that. Let's go for it.
Exactly. Kuru, you're not connected. Please come back because you are. The file is right here. Kuru is about to share with us some knowledge with the PowerPoint. This is amazing, man. There's another level right here. Um, Kuru, welcome back, man. Where are you? Don't run away. Okay, he's back. He's back. All right.
What up? What up? What up? I'm
Don't
just
run away, man.
I couldn't figure out like how this the camera. I couldn't for some reason it's not working. So I'm just gonna continue with the because today I think it's show face today, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
show
yeah,
face today, show face day. Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is the discovery framework, by the way. So
Okay.
you can see my name is different there because this is my social media name, right? Kuro.
Okay.
Kuro means proud, proud Ethiopian, right? This is my real name, by the way.
Oh, proud Ethiopian.
Yeah.
That's a good name right there.
Uh, so it's
Okay.
a career planning framework, right?
Yeah.
Isra.
So yeah, I'm here.
So you're watching this, right?
Yeah, I'm watching this. Yeah. So
Yeah, this is my take on this. All right. So I'm sure you're
okay,
gonna
go ahead.
give a very technical comment on this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's three stages, right? Three process. The first one is clarity. We need to be clear, and the second one is exploration. The third one is strategy, like I told you, right? And go ahead, Mika.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the saying is first we need to diagnose before prescription. So the first one is like you need to know what are your core values, right? Like what are you passionate about? What do you value the most in life? For example, for us, it could be God, right? And the value that comes with that. And the second one is what's your personality indicator? Like you're different. There are people with different personalities, right? So the third one is lifestyle and what's your interest. When you were a kid, like what are you passionate about, like doing, this kind of stuff. And the fourth one is skills, like what are the skills that you have or developed, those kind of those kind of thing,
Yeah.
those kind of stuff. And the fifth one is gift and your talent, right? That's God-given gift.
Yeah.
So the skills is something that you already acquired. It can be something that's already being acquired, but the gift that is. So when we talk about core values, right? So we're talking about the fundamental, deep-held beliefs and ideas we consider it very important to us. That's your core values. So this is the first the first one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So when you talk about core values, we have intrinsic values. What are your intrinsic values, like what we talked about in the area of your work, your preference, like in what type of environment are you really what type of environment do you prefer to work? Is it creative, like with plants and stuff like that, with the art decor and stuff like that? Are you an outdoor person, an indoor person, and stuff like that? And what's your personality traits? Like, what are we're, as I say, we're uniquely gifted. So, what are your personality traits, right?
Yeah.
So, when we talk about personality indicator, this is like it says the innate way we naturally see the world and make decisions, right? It's a set of basic drives and motivation that remains constant throughout a person's life. So, personality indicators, there are different type of personality indicators, like the mayors. There are different. I mean, personality assessment. There are tests that you can take online. That's for free. So personality profile. Then you once you do personality assessment online. Okay, so you take two or three different personality assessment and take average, and then after that there is a personality profile that will come as a result, right? And then from that you get your personality attributes, right? What's your strength? What are your weaknesses and stuff like that? And after that, there's a lifestyle interest. I mean, where do you want to go? Where do you want to see? A job's not about what we do. A job. A job is something is a job is simply means an occupation, right? It's all about what kind of people and culture we want to be surrounded with. I mean, so that's the lifestyle interest. So you list those down,
Mm.
lifestyle, interest. After that, go ahead, Mika.
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Mm.
So, people preference. What type of people are you really love to be surrounded with? The the same kind of wavelength, the energy that you have with, you know.
Mm.
So, what are the working conditions that you like to? Are you a morning person? Are you what you may call it? Late night person, stuff like that. What kind of conditions are is it favorable for you? What type of
Yeah.
lifestyle do you
Mm.
prefer? Are
Mm.
you casual?
Mm.
You just list these down. After
Yeah.
this, Mr.
Mm.
Mika, please go ahead.
Yes. Number four, right?
Yeah, yeah, after this, yeah, four skill
Okay.
set. Like,
Okay.
what are the
Yes.
skills you have already acquired? What skills do you
Mm.
enjoy the most?
Mm.
You see, enjoy. What skill would you like to learn, acquire, or develop in the future? So you list these skills down, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, it could be in art. It could be different kind of skills, right?
Mm.
Computer graphics and stuff like that.
Mm.
So you do skill inventory. So you list
Mm.
down all the skills. There is
Mm.
actually an exercise. I probably still will search and I will hook up if anybody is interested to find out this. And what are the
Mm.
transferable skills that you already have, like doing
Yeah.
different kind of works. Maybe it's like voluntary work that you did, or
Mm.
maybe it's the passion project that you already did. You know, this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So, and what are
Yeah.
the skills you want to develop? You know, you have to list those down also.
Mm.
And
Mm.
what do you have achieved so far? Like
Mm.
what have you accomplished that you're really proud of? For example, it could be singing in a somewhere, you know, this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last and
Mm.
most important is the
Mm.
gift and the talent. I think this is the most important thing. A gift is
Mm.
the thing that you do with the absolute best with the least amount of effort. You see,
That's
that's the
true.
definition. With the
Mm.
least amount of effort. So go
Mm.
ahead.
Mm.
So there's a gift identification. There is an exercise that you have to do in order to
Mm.
identify your gifts, and then
Mm.
you select the top three or top five because people can be gifted in so many areas. You know,
Yeah. Mm.
God is a God of abundance, right? So
Mm. That's true.
Mr.
Mm.
Mika can be a singer at the same time could be a host. Is that true,
Mm.
Mika?
That's true. Okay.
And then the second step is exploration.
Yeah.
Exploration. So then you, after you find out, you kind of summarize into a one page or two-page document, right? And from
Mm.
that, there's a personality-based exploration.
Mm.
Personality-based exploration means when you take a test, this personality test on the internet, you can find it on the internet.
Mm.
Check the ones that is credible, and after
Mm.
that, you know, there is a personality based and there is a recommendation based on that personality
Yeah.
based. There's a career recommendations, and you choose top five and then top three and top one, right? So you do that.
Mm.
There is also an interest based
Mm.
personality assessment. You can check it
Mm.
out, and there's also on the internet, right? And there
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
in the career exploration. Then after that, you explore, right?
Mm.
When
Hey,
you
hey,
explore
can I
career,
about personality test? Just a little bit
yeah,
before you go.
yeah, 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 sure, sure. Please.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello,
please.
Ezra.
He disappeared, right?
I think
So
yeah, we
yeah,
don't
I
have him
just want to
close.
point out
Mm.
when we talk about when we take this shape, it is just direction shower. Okay, this is
Yeah.
not actually saying, "Oh, this is who you are."
Yeah.
That's not
Mm.
by any means so far. That's not what I'm trying to imply. But it's
That's
just,
true.
you know, this is where you said this is
Mm.
kind of like looks. This sounds like me, you know. Just the
Yeah. Yeah.
clarity. Like I said, it's clarity, right?
Mm. Mm.
So
Mm.
soul searching, and when you do this, you have to do it in a very quiet place with a little bit of jazz, stuff
Mm.
like that, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, so you take the percent. People are happiest, they're most successful in jobs that allows them to use their greatest natural gifts. This is one personality test. This is a very famous one.
Mm.
Myers Briggs personality type indicator, right? Okay, go
Mm.
ahead.
Mm. But Man, I love this presentation.
Yeah,
Well
and
prepared.
there's interest based. In what
Mm,
conditions, culture, or people do you most likely to work with, or
mm,
serve, or help? See, interest
mm,
based. This is interest. I'm interested in this kind of stuff. So this
mm,
is the interest based, and this
mm,
third one. This is
mm,
the Holland code. It's a very famous test that they usually universities do this take, right?
mm,
So and then after that, you explore the career, right? You maybe
mm,
go for internship or you
mm,
do interviews with people, stuff like that. But if you're
mm,
really passionate about one, for example, this is the kind of suggestion that I give to most young students or
mm,
professionals, right? So
mm,
if you're really passionate about like a career, or like a career or an occupation, right? So what you
mm,
do is you go straight, you do a research on that company or in that organization, you find
mm,
out the pain points, like what are with their pain points, and in what area are you want to contribute in that with regard to that pain point, right? And
yeah.
like how are you going to solve their problem? Like you have to
Mm,
discover like what can I contribute to solve their
mm,
problem, and then you
mm,
go, you prepare a presentation, you go to
mm,
them, and then you present. You just go to the straight to the CEO, whatever, and then say like,
yeah.
okay, I'm really interested in this and this.
Mm,
I've seen this is what you guys been doing, and this is what I can do for you guys. This is what I can add value to you guys. And then after that, voila, they'll be like,
yeah.
what is this? You know, who said this guy?
Mm,
So informational. So you do, for example, the techniques that you can use, like informational interviews, right?
mm,
Or you go to internship opportunities, temporary employment, right? You can
mm,
volunteer, like community services, stuff like that. But
exactly.
the core thing here is to be proactive, not
Mm,
reactive, but proactive,
yeah.
right? So this
Mm,
is the strategy step. The strategy
mm,
step is the ones that I explained earlier. Uh,
yeah.
you can scroll. You can scroll. There is a
Mm,
job search. You search for a job, right? Proactive search, what I talked about earlier, and
mm,
the presentation tips. Like,
mm,
okay, so when you present, right? Like for example, the what is the conventional one? You have to be unique. What is the
mhm,
conventional one of presenting uh, that most people use? That's very like they go and then they give their CV, stuff like that, right?
mm,
Don't do this. For example, make a video instead of
mm,
CV. Okay,
yeah.
make
Mm,
videos. That's
mm,
totally you be unique, right?
mm,
Step away from the crowd. You know, be be unique from the crowd.
yeah.
If there are people are zigging, you zag.
Mm,
Be creative. You know, be
mm,
unique the way you
mm,
present it. And then also you need to develop on your personality, like your communication, right?
yeah.
Stuff like that.
Mm,
And
mm,
then so this is uh, so job search, like this
mm,
is what I explained. You can scroll this because I already explained this.
yeah.
Job search
Mm,
online, there's offline, there is a career fair, and then
mm,
you rank it. Like first you make 10, then 5, then 1.
mm,
Don't wait for things to happen, make it happen. So that's
mm,
a proactive method. Go
mm.
ahead, Mika.
Okay.
Net surf, that's the strategy. Informational interview, identifying pain points, recommending solutions. That's what I already talked about, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
So you
presentation, we talk about this.
Yeah, and presentation tips, the way something looks when it shows to others, right? You have to
Yeah.
plan, you have to prepare, and you have to practice whenever you do any presentations. So
Mm,
there's, yeah, you have to be creative also. You have to be unique,
mm,
creative presentation. There is
mm,
analog, that's like a
mm,
pitch letter, that's the cover letter that you do, and there's a profile. You have to be very unique although. Also, there's a digital presence that you can think of, for example, the LinkedIn sites, stuff like that,
mm,
professional sites, the look, how you
mm,
present yourself in the conversational tips, and make it very casual, right? Don't be like, oh, this is an interview, right? Oh, I'm going to do say this and this. No, don't do that.
yeah.
No, just be casual,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Just straight to the point, stuff like that. And
mm.
also, you need to work on your personal development. It's not what happens to what
I love
matters;
it.
it's what you do about it, right? So it's
Yeah.
your attitude. It's not your aptitude that determines your altitude.
Wow.
So that's
That's
a
great.
famous saying when it comes to personality development. You always have to work on your personality, and
Mm.
that last capturing the vision. What's the vision? We're talking about vision, right? You have to say goals. Goals are very important in life. So you have to evolve and grow, and you have to mastery. So when you find your vision within your vision, there is your gifts. Your gifts are the gifts that are being sent to you by God. So the greatest strategy in life is not death,
I
but the
love
life
it.
of purpose. Which who said this? Dr.
Myers
Mike,
Monroe.
my man.
That's
So that's
great.
the
Yeah.
presentation, man.
Wow. Come on, man. Guys, put clap emoji in the
Clap
comment
for
section.
that. Clap for that.
Yeah, good. I wish
Incredible.
I could give you water right now. Yeah,
Mika, isn't
man.
it funny how God works?
Yes, it's
We
amazing.
were
It's
thinking
great.
about like, oh, what are the practical ways that we can advance?
And it's,
Immediate
yeah,
and practical ways that we can advance
yeah,
this. I know it's very hard for people to make a connection, but this is
yeah.
how you advance it by empowering people. You're empowering somebody out there
Hmm.
through your own knowledge, through your own understanding, and then you're giving them not just the argument for
Yeah.
for unity, but you're also giving them the tools, which
The
is
tools, yeah,
themselves,
exactly.
empowering themselves. And the more individuals have power, the more communities are empowered, the more
Hmm.
powerful your argument becomes.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
think like that's what Kuru has done.
Hmm.
In a very subtle way, he's
Hmm.
just giving power to people.
Exactly. Like this is like it's like you are in university right now, man. This is like Swahili Nation School right now. Professor Kuru.
Yes, my student.
God bless you, brother. Like this, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, and my people are perished for the lack of knowledge. And so this right here, it's what is needed. Like Ezra, he just asked, like a couple minutes ago, he asked about the practical. How can we be practical? Because we have always been talking about one Africa and unity and all the stuff. But how can you be practical? And just like what he says, this is how you can be practical. You know.
Hmm.
And so I really appreciate you, Kuru, man, for
Yeah,
sharing this and
my
preparing this.
pleasure is
I mean,
mine, man.
man, come on, people. This is one Africa right here. Oh, I think from today, I just baptized you, Kuru. You are Professor Kuru now. I don't know man, what to say after that presentation. Like, I'm
No,
running
you
out of
can.
words.
I mean, like this is like let's take one aspect of it, personality,
Okay. Mm,
and right, take
mm,
personality.
mm.
Like look at it, sense of self,
Yeah.
sense of self, personality is
Mm,
it's kind of like identity.
mm,
You know the
mm,
struggle that we have in Africa
mm,
about the
mm.
identity politics.
Yeah.
How do you address that? I
Mm,
mean, I'm not
mm.
one day African, the next day Ethiopian, and the
Yeah.
following day an educator, the
Mm,
following day a man, and the
mm.
other day I'm all of identities all together at once.
Yeah.
So personality, a sense of self, it
Mm,
is the tool, instrument of liberating one person
mm,
to be more aware that personality is complex.
mm,
It's not simple. It's not straightforward.
mm, mm,
And personality,
mm,
the big vision of understanding personality can be
mm,
closely linked to this desire to have
mm,
a sense of self, sense of
mm.
awareness of yourself.
Yeah.
And that is critical for understanding
Mm,
what are your intrinsic values, what are your
mm,
intrinsic motivations,
mm,
and those intrinsic values, intrinsic motivations are
mm,
closely tied to how you identify yourself, not just in a simple term, and
mm,
in a more real complex term.
mm.
So we can take that, and then you can
Yeah.
even expand on it. You can expand on
Mm,
how do you present yourself with
mm,
with
mm,
fear and
mm,
trepidation, a sense of kind of like, oh, I don't belong here, or with confidence and belief. You know, how do you go out presenting yourself? Even if you don't know all the knowledge in the world, does that mean you should not be confident in yourself? So yeah, sorry about me being out of my breath, but I hope you got my point.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's good to stay healthy too. Mr. Sadeke says, Kuru, Ethiopian honorary professor at the Swahili nation. I need to prepare, I need to prepare a certificate for Kuru. Actually, you know, Sadeka said in the comment that you inspire him to do more. Man, you inspired me too, because what you do today, it just shows how organized you are, right? So it really inspired me. You know I cannot be you, but it's good to have you, man, because you have people like me who they just run things in their mind, and people who are very organized. So this is beautiful, man. And this is what we are talking about. Like, you know, even here in Swahili Nation, we see some sort of unity that we are having, right? Different people we never knew before. We have different ways of sharing our opinions, different ways of talk, different way of deliver, and that just happened here. Like, we have intellectual people, we have smart people right here, Professor Kuru and Sir Ezra and Dr. Sadeka right there. So it's you know, it's amazing having this diversity, and this is the beauty of Africa. This is what we have, and when we get to know one another like this, man, you realize that, like, right now I'm thinking, man, if I was not doing this, I'll never get to know you guys. And you know, it's my loss, right? It's my loss, and that's why I love what Ezra says, that he wants to know everything about Tanzania. He wants to know as much as he wants, as much as he can. And if it is Uganda, if it is Ghana, if it is Nigeria, if it is Ethiopia, I want to do that, because knowledge is power. And the more you get to understand and to learn about, you know, a certain place, then you get more educated about those people and that area. And in a way, you get connected with those people, because you actually understand to some extent their culture and, you know, what they're doing. So,
Can I share with you some anecdotal story based on my
yes,
experience? Okay.
please go ahead.
So I've told you before, like, you know, part of me, I grew up in Ghana a little bit. That's where I studied in my high school. And I remember, like, we were a lot of Ethiopians there. So I remember we used to go to the markets, you know, the typical African market in the nearby. And Ghanaians are, like the rest of Africa, very curious. And like the rest of Africa, underrated with their knowledge of their continent. But like most Africans think, the things Africans don't know about each other. You'd be surprised how much they knew. Like, so I would go to one of the stores. I don't know if you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So I'll go to one of the stores, and you guys are not from here, Ghanaian. I think you're from Ethiopia. Yeah, we are from Ethiopia. Good, that's the land of my father. And you're from the land of my father. I was like, I didn't get it, and I think I was probably about 16 at that time. I was very young, still not aware of the world that much. But and then and then they asked my name, and I said Isra, and what's your last name? And so I used to use my last name. In Ethiopia, the naming is different. You could do a whole topic about how we name people. So I told him my second name, which is my father's name, Mengistu. And I saw his face just change a little bit. He said, like, looked at me and said, are you the son of the guy who killed my father? I'm like, Mengistu killed your father? I'm like, yeah, he killed my father, Haile Selassie. So he was like, I'm like, it's not just, I know he killed your father, he killed the emperor. It was like, it was personal. And I'm like, no. Like, we're not related to that person. His name. And I quite it down. But the story behind why I'm telling you this, so it's a very underrated, and then this is the least known things about a lot of Africans. I know it's anecdotal, that it's not a basis on which we say all Africans know all the things about what the other countries are. It's not a research document here. I'm not trying to generalize, give you a general conclusion of most of Africans. But I've had that experience. and that has been very phenomenal for me personally in my understanding of Africa. Like African people are not given the due credits they deserve generally about their knowledge, their understanding, their appreciation of their fellow Africans. I think we are understated and undervalue that. I hope this platform allows people to see, people know a lot about other people, but we can know even more.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. That's so good. That's so good point you raised, Ezra. Yeah, let's get to know one another. Let's get to know each other. Very important. Very important for the unit. Yeah. Kuru, what's up? Professor
Yeah,
Kuru.
I'm here. I'm listening. I'm listening, man. I'm listening. I'm learning, man.
Yeah, same here, man. Like I'm just sitting down here, listening and growing, man, because I always say this, that I don't know things. I don't know everything. And information is power and knowledge is power. And I think this session is just very important. I feel full, what I'm saying? Like I feel full because I'm so hungry and I just want to eat something. I want to eat information. And this is the beautiful place for that. Yeah, Africa people, we are really smart, very smart. And as Ezra said, I think for a long time the world has been undermining us, most of times, simply because of the skin of the color and what they think like you can or you cannot do for so long time. But that should never be our focus. Our focus should be to do what we are doing right now, because we don't have to prove to the world how much we matter, because we know we matter. And if we Africa, we know we matter. And if we know each other, if I know that you matter and you know that I matter, that's enough. I don't care what other people think. I don't care what Westerners think. I care about what Africa thinks about themselves. And we matter, and we smart, and we are intelligent, intellectual. We are those. We have all kind of people, in this an amazing continent of Africa. And knowing that how much we have, and I think it will be very easy for us to actually respect, one another, and just to be humble and to learn from one another. Because I'm surely learning a lot of things from you guys and from comment section that I always receive, and this likewise on your side as well. So this is Africa. This is Africa.
Guys, I'm going to step out, but I'm going to continue to listen to you guys over the section. So thanks so much, always, Mika,
Thank
Guru,
you.
and
Yeah,
everyone who continues to make so much contribution to these efforts. One Africa, one Africa is ahead of us, and I can't wait to see it happen. Okay, thank you guys.
Definitely. Ciao, Israel.
Ciao.
So, Mika, I'm
Yes.
just gonna point out one thing because I have to take a phone call. Okay.
Yes.
Please. Last time we were talking about Fred, right?
Yeah.
So I saw an interview that Fred made with the Rwandan president Kagame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
amazing.
you please I recommend this interview for you guys to check it out.
Wait, let me
And
see.
yeah,
Fred and Kagame interview.
yeah, Kagame.
Let me see. If we have it here, I can actually play it.
It's
Oh,
a 2
yeah.
hours
Yeah.
interview. Right? So
Oh, it's
there's
2
also
hours.
an Ethiopian doctor that was present at the meeting.
Yeah. Wow. We have, I see here in Rwanda TV. Let me see. Wow. Dang. And we have there's a
We're
4
gonna do
minutes.
something that cold.
Okay. This is good, man. Wait.
We're gonna do something that cold.
Then if you leave, let me play this short interview. I think this is beautiful. and you can feel free to, yeah. But there's a 4 minutes interview here. Let's see that.
Oh, cool.
I
So,
hope
one
all
love,
right.
one Africa, man.
Yeah, man. I love you, Dr. Kuru. Man, I'll see you very soon.
All right. Ciao, man.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna listen to this interview right here by uh, uh, Fred and President Kagame. This is amazing right here. Man, I hope one day I'll sit down like this with the president. This is amazing. All right. I want it to be good quality. Let me show you guys this interview. Let's listen to this. My first time to see this, so I'm very excited. Again,
we're gonna do something that I call that's it's my favorite thing to do on this pathway. We're gonna do something that I call.
Can you guys hear that? Guys, let me know in the comment section. Can you hear the? Can you guys hear the voice in the comment section? If you can hear, then I will just start again right away. Let me know. Can you guys hear the audio? Let me start again. Okay, that's good. All right, then I'll play it. Let's listen.
We're gonna do something that I call that's it's my favorite thing to do on this pathway called the firewalk.
The firewalk. Okay.
So for this part of the conversation, Mr. President, I'm going to ask you a series of questions in a rapid fire session.
I rapid fire is something I experienced more than
It's been a while.
it's been a while.
But this one is more friendly, rapid fire.
Like 30 years ago.
And so I'm going to ask you to respond to these questions in 7 words or less. 7 words or less. Sometimes it will be even less than that. I'll let you know. But maximum 7 words.
It's interesting.
So the first question is, name one thing many people don't know about you. Just one thing.
Everything is known about me.
Oh.
Come on.
Describe your presidency in 3 words.
Wow, those are good questions.
Opportunity to serve.
Wow, brilliant.
Oh, that's good.
Opportunity to serve. That is perfect. I wish more African presidents would see their jobs that way. Finish this sentence, again in less than 7 words. Rwanda is
Your home.
your home. All right.
Oh, that's good. That's one Africa right there, guys.
What is one thing you have learned from being a grandfather?
Age.
Age. Name one item you could never live without.
Information.
Information.
Wow.
What did you want to be when you were a little boy?
A pilot. I want to fly planes.
A pilot. Okay. Where do you go to think?
Anywhere.
Anyway, always thinking. Arsenal or Paris Saint-Germain?
Both.
Education or leadership?
Wow, this is good.
Two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
He's politician.
What makes you smile?
Family.
Family. Really fun.
Wow.
Best basketball player of all time?
Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry. All right.
Wow.
What 3 words would First Lady Mrs. Kagame use to describe you?
You better ask her.
All right.
Those are
So the
three
final
words.
question, Your Excellency, of this whole interview, this whole conversation, and this time you don't have to limit yourself to just 7 words. What are your parting words to our audience, to everyone who's in the room, to the young people in the room, to the room members listening online and Zoom, and to everyone watching on YouTube? What are your final parting words for everyone that has joined us today?
Young people, you have opportunity. Just take it and run with it.
Great.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful. Well, gotta stop this, stop sharing. Okay. The last words, final words. Guys, you can listen to the interview. I think myself, I'll go to listen to the interview. It's like 2 to 3 hours long, if I'm not mistaken. You can go to listen. But I love what he said at the end, that young people, you have opportunities. Go grab it and you can run with it. And that's a beautiful statement to end with, for young generation. And shout out to Fred, man, and for what he's doing. It's such a powerful, thing he's doing to share, that. And yeah, hopefully we'll have opportunity one day to meet face to face and, to do this face to face. But yeah, I really appreciate, I appreciate Johannes Fasil. He said this channel has enormous amount of potential, so my African fellow brothers should participate more. Yes, man, I wish more people will be involved in conversation, in talking and sharing. That's my hope and that's my wish to all of you guys. I love the conversation of today. First of all, I want to appreciate Professor Kuru for what he shared today with us through PowerPoint. It was basically about personal development, and I think personal I've learned a lot. And before I've taken this couple of personalities tests, you guys can check as well. Sometimes it's not really effective. It doesn't say that that's who you are, but it's if you want to get to see yourself somehow like differently, you gotta take it at least to understand and to challenge yourself. Yeah, but I think it's very important for us to end with this quote, and I'll elaborate a little bit or share my opinion. This is one of my best quotes as well. Professor Kuru shared, the greatest strategy in life is not death, but a life without purpose. Miles Monroe. He said that. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without a purpose. We have a purpose, guys. And maybe you are still figuring out what is your purpose on this earth. But one thing that can unite us together is what we are talking about right now. Love, peace, and unity. Love, peace, and unity. To be one. Because we have a lot of work to do. Today, I released a short video that says, we are responsible for Africa. That is our purpose. That is our work. That is something that we are responsible. We are responsible for our continent. Everything that is going on in the continent, you as an African, you are responsible for that. You can actually be involved and do something to make a difference practically, not just talking, because to be honest, we're really good at talk. We're really good at talk, but acting less. We're really, really good at talk. But what we do here, we're not just, motivating and that's it. We are stirring up the fire that will create something new in us and will motivate us to go out and to actually do something. If you live without a purpose, it's like basically you're not living, because every single one of us, we're here to do something. We're here on a mission. We have an assignment to do. So if I leave without knowing what kind of assignment I have to do, that means I'm not really living. The moment you realize your assignment, the moment you know your purpose, that's the moment you begin to live. That's the moment you begin to actually live. Because there's a difference between existence and living, right? You might be just existing right now, but you're not really living. But when you begin to pursue and to do your assignment, that's when you begin to live. That's when you begin to live, man. And life is beautiful when you work on your assignment. And we are trying to do it here. We are trying to gather everybody from everywhere to come together and to join. There's this one question somebody yesterday asked and I shared here in the comment. I think we can finish on this note. How can we be a voice to the voiceless? How can we be the voice to the voiceless? Because right now, right here, not everybody can join on the live stream. Our brothers and sisters in the countryside where they do not even have internet or even the connection, they cannot really join and raise up their voice. But we can simply be their voice by coming here and think about that. Think about everybody in Africa. Think about every single individual. Think about that grandma that is in the countryside, the grandma that cannot even see. We can think about those people. We can think about every levels, you know what I'm saying? We can think about that. Can just be on that level, man. Like just how can I say, humble ourselves and go all the way down to brothers and sisters that are down there. We can think about that and come speak from that perspective as well, because we can be very, intellectual, but what about other people who they didn't even get a chance to go to school? How can we be a voice to them? How can we raise our voice about them? And that is the thing that I really wish, because I know, guys, everybody who is watching here, I know you guys are future leaders. I know you guys are current leaders. Maybe even we have leaders are joining here, but we don't know secretly. You know what I'm saying? They're just noticing. They're like, that young man, what is he trying to do? Okay, maybe we have those people right here. But how can we, President Kagame, he said, I see leadership as an opportunity to save, right? And then Freddie say, I wish all leaders can see that. It's truly it's the opportunity to serve. I've spoken about servant leadership is what we need in Africa. Maybe one day we'll come and talk about that again. Servant leadership. What is servant leadership? What is servant leadership? Because we have future leaders right here joining us, and we have even current leaders right here in the live stream. And it's us serving those people who cannot raise their voice, those people who they don't have confidence even to share. But you know that they're struggling. You know that they're living every single day under $1. Guys, people are living under $1. And that is not just one day, but it could be even 2 days under $1. Under $1, man. It's crazy, man. Like, there are people, they are not, let me just not say people, because people, it sounds like somebody who is far away. But our brothers and sisters are living under a single dollar or even less than that. Some of them, they don't even have a meal. They have one meal per day. Some of them, they don't even have a place to lay their head down. Some of them, they don't know what's going to happen the next day. They have no idea. But God is faithful, because God, he protects them. I was walking around the street today, and then I saw this guy literally just eating like the food from the trash, like picking up the food and trying to, man, like I felt like my heart, it felt heavy when I saw that. I was like, man, but somebody's doing that. Maybe he didn't even eat anything for 2 or 3 days. This is our continent. This is our people. These are our brothers and sisters. This could be somebody's dad or somebody's son and somebody's daughter. They're right there. They're doing that. How do we raise our voice for them? How do we have compassion for those people? How can we be united with those people? How can we feel their pain? And what are we doing about it? That's why, man, every single time when I see these things, I'm like, man, we have a lot of work to do, man. We have a lot of work to do to save our brothers and sisters. I know until the end of the day, we are not going to have everybody saved, but we can do something about it. We can save our brothers and sisters, man. We can. And it begins by being one, feeling your brother's pain. If your neighbor is not at peace, you're not at peace. If your neighbor doesn't have food, you should not have food. Sharing is caring, and that is our culture, man. We know how to share love, share peace, share unity. And when we have that, I'm telling you guys, it's more than ever. Nathan Moore is saying, how can I join? Well, the live stream, it was pretty much, done, but I'll give you this opportunity. I'll give this opportunity if you have something to say, and then I'll be gone. How can you join, Nathan Mulu? That the link I shared, I'll give you the last opportunity to come and to share what you have to share. And yeah. Hello, brother. Kids highly say, hello, brother. Thank you for being African, and keep an eye on Ethiopia. I'm proud of you. I will pray for you. Keep shining. I appreciate, man. That means a lot. Let Africa, man, let Africa keep shining. Let Africa keep going up there. Let Africa keep rising. Africa Young Stars, come to this channel and say something about your country, about your leadership, and so on. Azeb, yes, that's Azeb right here. I only love my people. Africa is a continent, not a country. All right. I think you need to join us more to understand what we are trying to talk about. Sadek can say identity cannot be oversimplified. Self-reflection is important to identify your blind spot. That's really amazing. I remember the other day I shared about 3 different sides, that there are things that you know about yourself and other people knows about you. There are things that you know about yourself and other people they don't know about you. And also there's another things that other people knows about you and you don't know about yourself. That's why we need one another. That's why we need self-reflection. But sometimes you can have self-reflection still not being able to realize what's going on. That's when you need people actually to be there for you. So one Africa is necessary and is important. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate for stopping by here today. We had such an amazing session of 1 hour and 33 minutes. I want to appreciate for my panel today, Ezra, Girma, and Professor Kuru. I want to appreciate that. And you guys, you know, if you have your presentation that you want to come and present, you know, something that it can actually be helpful for African brothers and sisters, please don't hesitate to contact me, and you can share with me the presentation beforehand so that I may kind of like go through it and maybe share here with everybody and with you as well. Yeah, I think that would be amazing. That's my final point. Anyway, before I leave, guys, any last words? Come on. Wait, I'm wondering if this is the phone that is coming from there. Hello? Yes. Can I get back to you very soon? All right, because we are actually live on YouTube right now. I'm just wrapping up. No worries. Yeah. Well, so this actually is one of the Swahili Nation family reached out to me today, and I think it was very important that I pick it up. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. There's a lot of good stuff, guys, are coming. You know, Swahili Nation family is everywhere. And this sister right here, she's she's an African and reached out to me. She's doing amazing there, and she's just very appreciative for everything that is going on. Yeah. The poor life is our history. With sweetness of culture we have. The worst part is the war, hate, fighting each other. Oh my God, please stop that. Let be a voice for innocent one. This is very important point that Rita is trying to raise up. The poor life is our history. That's very important. The past. All right? We have to say no to that. Because we are not our history. With sweetness of culture, we have. The worst part is war, hate, fighting each other. Oh my God, please stop that. That's beautiful. Let's be a voice for innocent one. Let's be a voice to the voiceless, man. Let's be a voice to the voiceless. Let's be a voice to the voiceless. Yeah. Yeah. We can fight with one another. Okay, Nathan Muru is here joining us. Nathan Muru, welcome.
Thank you so much, Michael. Can you hear my voice?
Hello?
Can you hear my voice? Hello?
Yes, I can
Hello?
hear your voice. First of all, this is amazing. I think it's the first time to have a female joining the live stream.
Yeah, so I'm really glad and happy to
Yeah.
to have a discussion over here. I'm really glad about that, and it's my first time to be on that stream, and yeah. So how can we be a voice to the voiceless? I think this starts from our families, from to be like helpful to each other. Like the thing I saw from the West nowadays that even during the school time, they usually help each other in volunteering stuff, and in Africa, it's not really.
Yes. Yes, Nathan?
Hello?
Yes, hello? I'm still listening to you.
Hello?
Yes, hello? Africa is listening. Hello, Nathan Mulu. I am sorry. I was having a hard time to get you, but I believe people I believe I believe Africa, as I say, Africa is listening and is hearing. So I really appreciate for the courage of coming and share your opinion, coming here and share your opinion. I really appreciate, and it's such a blessing. So thank you so much for coming and share your opinion. It means a lot because this is the first time to actually have a female in the live stream. Gifi Sanai, the link in the comment section, you can actually join and come. I want to give more opportunities to people who want to come and share their opinion. Nathan Mulu, if you feel like you haven't said everything, you can still come back and share anytime. Yeah. Yeah, Gifi, I'll be waiting for you. You can go through that link and you'll be right here. Look at Mo Bella says we Somalis need nothing from Africa. No, I think Mo Bella, don't talk in general. Just talk about yourself, because there are a lot of Somali people I know, they want to be one with Africa. So you cannot speak for people, but speak for yourself and let us know like why you don't. Wow. Speak for yourself why you don't need anything from Africa. Give us reason. Mobella, give us reason. And the most important thing is, Mobella, I have a link in the comment section. Come and join the live stream and share your opinion why you don't need anything from Africa, you personally. Because if you say Somalis, you actually represent all Somalis. So you make all Somalis to look like that. But I know a lot of Somali people who wants to be one with Africa, and they love Africa to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like to the moon and back. That's how much they love Africa. So I think it's good to speak for yourself. And why? Why you want nothing from Africa? All right, we have Giffy, welcome. And why? Why you want nothing from Africa?
am I supposed to?
All
I've
right,
never
we
done
have
this.
keep
Do I stop
keep
my
it welcome and
audio?
why? You can if you're listening from your maybe
Got it.
YouTube or something. Yeah, exactly.
I
Okay.
turned it
Now
off. Hi, how are you? And
I'm good.
family, I reached out like you told people. I called you on the phone. I didn't even know you were live. So I live in the U.S. Half
Yes.
Ethiopian, half Black American, and I just happened to catch your channel. And like, I'll tell you off live like what I do and what I'm into and what I work at and how maybe we could do things. But I just wanted to say what a powerful thing you are doing, what God is using through you. As soon as I saw you and your channel, like it was God coming through, because we don't have the voices. And a lot of times those of us who are conscious about Africa and we want unity, all we remember, rightfully so, we understand, is the old people, like, oh, our old leaders, they're already dead. It's like, well, who's new? And this is the new voice. Like, you are the new voice, and we need leadership. And leadership doesn't mean you have to have a position. It means you're doing what you're doing. You're taking a platform, reaching out to people. And what I got so much to say, but I'll just keep it short. But
Please say it all.
What's amazing, like what you're doing, is you are not just going for your country or your tribe or whatever. You're understanding the true Pan-African vision that our elders who got killed didn't understand. So in Ethiopia, obviously, what's happening is all this civil war. And of course, it's it ain't our fault, but it's our problem. And what your show is doing is telling us basically how to turn inward. Because if Africa was united, nothing, they are only strong because we're weak.
That's true. That's true.
They're not really strong if our weakness is what propels them to be strength. So if we understand, we don't even need to fight them. If we turn inward, even half of us doing what you're doing, brother, problem solved.
Yes.
Problem solved. And so, there's just, again, I'll just kind of say that why I'm really was brought to your show, and how you're not even Ethiopian, but you understand that we're all one. And if we go with European history, they used to fight each other, right? So England and France and all them fought each other. And then they realized, wait a minute, we're fighting each other. We need to hook up, combine, get together, look over to that continent that got all the resources that we don't have. And then even though we still don't love each other, but if we come up the mindset of, but we're all losing by fighting each other. They realize that. And then join together, not out of love. They join together out of purpose and mission of their economic survival, their racial survival. So we who are sitting over here with all the wealth, Africa is, I'm not saying nothing anybody doesn't know, Africa is the wealthiest continent. If Congo stopped giving, stuff that makes cell phones and computers, everything would collapse. Like we have every single resource. We're the wealthiest continent and the poorest people, but we're only the poorest because we say colonization, but what is that? Turn it in inversion, unity. And that's what you're talking about. So I just support you. I want to send you a love gift off the air as well, but that's it.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for sharing your heart. This means a lot for me, for Africa. This is amazing. I really appreciate.
Yeah, it's two other things I'll just say. People are probably your family already probably knows this, Swahili family, but like in Ethiopia, obviously, the Chinese are really taking over just like they did in Africa, and now they're starting to teach Mandarin in school and all that stuff. And then I know some people in Ethiopia who are not of the Amharic tribe who are like, we don't want to learn Amharic language, the written alphabet. Ethiopia is Amharic is the only African language, written language. We should all learn Amharic. Here we are learning the Latin letters. And then we have tribes in Ethiopia, understandably so, but are like, we don't want to learn the Amharic letter. Do you know if you don't learn, so you want to learn the Latin letter? Okay. We have one African alphabet. So why are we learning Mandarin and all that? Chinese, there's Chinese letters all over Africa. And I'm like, wait. So things like that would just stop to make us think and say, wait a minute, why are we learning Mandarin? Well, how don't we all just learn one? How don't we all learn Swahili? How about we all learn Amharic? Just in theory, I'm saying. All right.
Exactly.
So I'll call you off air, but I just want to encourage all your listeners to give, to donate, to do whatever, because this is where our money, our resource, our energy needs to come to channels like yours to help we grow and really be a huge nation, you know, and you can do that by getting donations.
I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll give you a call after this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's all love right there. I love, I really love what, she said, that, sometimes, you might feel like, why do I have to love you? You might feel like that. Why do I have to love you? I don't need to love you. You might feel like that. Then we can come with one heart of, you know what, I think we're losing a lot. When you look at economically, when you look at socially, when you look at always all these fights, all these conflicts that we're having every single day, we're losing a lot. And our weakness is their strength, and they're using it. So the best thing we can do is come together. Let's say you don't want to love me. You don't have to love me, but we can still come together because we are Africans and we want to survive. And one of the ways to survive is for us to come together, regardless of our differences, regardless of regardless of everything else, just come together and work together towards because we African men, and we're working toward the same destination. We all want to reach to the promised land. And the best thing we can do is coming together. For the first time, I gotta say this, for the first time, I'm really, really sorry. I had to block somebody. So for the first time, I blocked somebody here, because this is not just the first time, but there was another time that I actually spoke and I actually advised, because hatred, if we allow hate continue to consume us, we're not gonna go anywhere. And I just cannot stand hate. I'm actually always opposite to blocking people, but today I had to block somebody here in the chat because we cannot tolerate hate. Why do you have to bring hatred? Why? Like, I don't see the point. Why do you have to bring? This is actually a place where you are allowed. The link that I share and you guys come to share your opinion, I don't share privately to people. I share here on the comment section. You can actually come, whoever you are, whatever opinion you have, you can actually click that link and come on the live stream and share your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Share your views, because we are trying to find a solution. How can we move forward from what we have already suffered a lot, from the past that we've suffered a lot, from things that we've been through? How can we pass that? How can we move forward? Not look back, because looking back, it's not going to help us from moving forward. It's not. So if you entertain hate, and if you want to see people dying, if you want to see your people continue to die every single day. Rita said, we had seen children, women died with our own eyes open. If we don't stop fight, the worst will come. Please put humanity first. Rest is next. Pray for Africa. You see right here? Man, you come again. I'm going to block again. And this is out of love, because when you come right here, you have to come with love. We are not entertaining the message of hatred. That's not what we welcome here. If you feel like the world is not understanding you, like try to express yourself with love, because you have that opportunity to express yourself with love. So try to do that. You don't have to come with hatred, because when you come with hatred, yesterday I said we have to try two things. We have to try not to offend others, and also we have to try not to be offended. I know it's hard, but these are things that we need to work on Africa, because there's always will have a lot of things going on, and you're gonna have reason to hate somebody, you're gonna have reason to offend somebody, but let's try not to offend one another, because it's not gonna help us. It's not gonna bring us anywhere. We have to leave our differences aside and talk about how are we gonna move forward from here. That's what we have to talk about. That's what we have to talk about. So if you come with hatred, man, I'm not gonna hesitate to block you again and forever. I even don't know why you came, but I mean, why it's unblocked. But yeah, man, I had to do that. You don't want somebody when you block. Anyways, but Richard said, we had seen children, women died with our own eyes. And if we don't stop fight, the worst will come. Please put humanity first, rest is next. Guys, we have to keep that in our mind. Humanity matters, man. Just because you have different perspective, just because you have different ideas with somebody, doesn't mean you should kill them. It doesn't mean you should fight with them. It doesn't mean you should do that. Doesn't mean we should do that. People, they have difference. We're not going to think the same. We're not. But man, life, God gives life. You cannot take it. It's not yours. It's his. Who are you to take life of people? Who are you? I'm talking to everybody who think like that. We cannot entertain that. Humanity first. God first. You know, let me tell you, brother, I always say that I never wanted to block anyone. Last time you said everything you wanted to say, and I never blocked. I just let it go. But this is why people, they misunderstand. This is why people, they misunderstand your views, your perspective. Because if you come with the language of hate, then people, they're going to misunderstand. That's what people see. That's what people hear. You have to be a representation of your people. You have to be a representation of your country. You have to be a representation of Africa. You have to be. And this is the platform where you can actually present yourself and people that can understand you. Trust me, people, they're not stupid. Not everybody just want rage, not everybody. We want peace, man. Doing this, I realize that people are tired of seeing innocent people dying. People are tired of seeing division, are tired of living in their own countries, feeling like I'm living in the hell. People are tired of living that kind of life. We're tired. I'm tired to see my brothers and sisters struggling from other countries. I'm tired. I don't want to see that anymore. And what are we going to do about it? So we talk about love, peace, and unity. We're talking about unity, that we have to go together. We have to run together. So please, hate is not going to do anything. It's never going to do anything. And I'm not going to entertain that. I say no to hate. No to hate. No to hate. No to hate. So please change your speech, because that's where we begin. One Africa. The tagline for One Africa is a conversation for a better tomorrow. We need to have a better tomorrow. That's why we need to have this conversation. And when we don't have good conversation, then we're not going to have a better tomorrow. We're just going to have rage. People are going to come here and they're going to feel like, oh my goodness, I hate those people. We're not trying to create that. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to create that. No to hate. Yeah, that's what's up. No cap. No to hate. So please, this once again, please, for the last time. Guys, I love you so much, and I love Africa. I hope you do too. You know, we're going to keep moving forward. We know we have a lot of challenges, and we know we have a lot of things going on. Not everybody's on the same page, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. I said, even if I have one person here, I'll keep doing what I'm doing, because, you know, Myris Monroe said this. I'm going to share this again. You know, the greatest strategy in life is not death, but a life without a purpose. Life without a purpose. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? What is your purpose? What is your purpose? What is that purpose do you have? My purpose, man, is to love Africa, to have peace and unity, man, to be one with every single one of y'all out there. And I hope you know yours. Well, we'll come again tomorrow to talk. I hope you guys will come hang out here and share your opinion as well. Guys, I love you, and stay safe. And please continue to love one another and spread peace wherever you are. Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world. One Africa, a conversation for better tomorrow. I have hope for Africa, and Africa will survive. Africa shall prevail. Tutashinda. Bye-bye. I love you.